Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the month of May, where I believe there's going to be so many events that will be happening because we have a lunar eclipse that's about to occur May 5th. Now, right now, being in the eclipse season where we just had a solar eclipse in April, and 2 weeks later, on May 5th, we are going to have the lunar eclipse. And why do I think eclipses are so important? I want to say because eclipses always bring out something that we didn't know about. So it brings things into the light from the dark. Because what is an eclipse? An eclipse is the darkening of the sun or the moon. So first there's a solar eclipse that we had in April. 2 weeks later, as I said, we're going to have this lunar eclipse that will be in Libra. And it's going to be conjunct K2. K2 is all the things from the past. And don't forget, the moon is so much a part of our emotional body that this is going to be such a strongly emotional time for everyone. So what could be revealed from the past that we didn't know about? So much is coming up. It is going to be phenomenal. This eclipse season, watch, mark my words, something or someone is going to come like out of nowhere and gain enormous popularity. And this particular person could be somebody that is going to make a major difference in the world. And it's going to make sense of so many things. It's going to bring light onto all the things that were secret, that we didn't know about for so many years. The truth is finally coming out, and it's going to be all part of these eclipses. Now, these eclipses this year are monumental. Now, right now, this is April, May, we're having the eclipse, but watch how things will transpire and change. And by the time we have the eclipse in October, oh my God, we're going to be looking at a different world. You'll see what I mean. Everything is going to be on fast motion, the big changes. So before I proceed on to the big changes that I'm really talking about, I want to remind everyone I have an incredible event about to happen here in Dallas, and it is the Future of Astrology Conference. It's going to be June 2nd through the 5th. It is going to be life-changing for those of you that come because we've got some of the most amazing speakers in Vedic astrology. And to set the tone of the entire conference off, I'm going to have Joe Vitale, yes, the speaker from The Secret. He's going to set the tone and open everyone's eyes and hearts to learn. And this conference has stellar speakers. Let me give you the list of speakers. We're going to have James Braha, Mark Boney, Simon Chakowski. We're going to have Ronnie Gale Dreyer, Juliana Swanson, Shrikala Ram, and me. And we are going to be talking about the specific role Vedic astrology and astrology has in our lifetime and how it can change our lives and the world. So you won't want to miss this conference. And let me remind everyone, May 5th, we're changing the date to May 5th. The price is going to increase by $100. So if you get in and you register before May 5th, you'll get that discount, but it's going up. And hey, one more thing, Dallas is easy to get to. If you're contemplating, oh, I got to travel, Dallas is right in the middle of the United States, DFW, so easy. Come here, join our community, learn from us. And we just don't learn in the classes, we learn in our group togetherness, just being friends, coming together. Don't miss it. So let me get on with all the things that are going to be happening in May. This is so exciting, really, because the world has been looking for change for so long, and finally we're going to see the light. From the darkness comes the light. Now, another thing, when I do talk about eclipses, I want you to make this relative to your own life as well, because there's always something that will come from the past, will be revealed, and yes, you will have the opportunity to heal an old issue that has been controlling your life for so long. Heal it, grow past it. This is your opportunity. It will be revealed in this time period. And this month of May, particularly, and especially around the time of this lunar eclipse. Now, let me explain why I'm saying it's going to be such a time of monumental change. Well, first of all, we're talking about the planet the moon, which is the focal point of a lunar eclipse. Well, it is with K2, which represents things of the past, coming up, seeing the things of the past to heal, to work on. And then when you look at where the moon is, this will be in Libra, and it will be in the nakshatra called Vishaka. Vishaka is ruled by Jupiter. Therefore, this moon, which has this incredible influence of being in Jupiter's nakshatra ruling sign, well, Jupiter is conjunct Rahu right now. Jupiter just entered Aries, and it's here to stay for a solid year, but it's coming together with Rahu. By the end of May, it will be exactly conjunct Rahu on the eclipse, past the previous eclipse degree. So you're going to see major things coming up. Now, Jupiter Rahu will conjoin at 9 degrees of Aries. And this will be the 31st of May. I'm going to come to that because this whole month, it's one thing after another. So that's one of the main things. And when we look at Rahu and Ketu right now, which are the reason why we have eclipses, when they come to a full moon or a new moon, we have eclipses. So when you have Rahu, it's right now, we have Rahu in Aries, and it's in the nakshatra Ashwini, which is ruled by Ketu. And then when you go to Ketu, which it is transiting in Libra, and it is in a Rahu-ruled nakshatra, Swati, you see this exchange of the nodal axes, what are the nodes? They are our destiny, and they create enormous events. So just the fact that we have the nodes in these particular nakshatras ruled by each other in exchange of signs empowers them all the more. But let me get down to business even more, because we are going to have Jupiter, Rahu, Uranus, and a retrograde Mercury, by the way, all opposing this lunar eclipse. And we have Uranus, which is the planet of sudden, unexpected changes, so close to Mercury. And Mercury deals with communications, and now we have it retrograde. And yes, it's going to mess up a lot of travel plans for a while. But don't worry, my conference is after this when you'll be traveling, so don't worry. But dealing with transportation and technology, until about the 15th of May, things are going to go haywire with Mercury retrograde. And I even saw where pilots are getting ready to strike. So this could be a culprit of something enormous. So what's happening is that this retrograde Mercury is also so close to planet Uranus, the planet of sudden unexpected changes. And actually Uranus does rule technology, and it does rule travel in airplanes and computers. oh my gosh, watch how everything starts to really shape up and change. Computers, technology, it's happening. Between May 1st and the 15th, take it easy, just get ready for some computer glitches, for transportation delays, setbacks, and communications. Be aware that what you say may be misinterpreted or taken wrong. Be careful who or what you're talking about. Make sure it's clear and concise, and just be very cognizant that we'll be more absent-minded during this time. So I'm looking at sudden changes with Uranus, and most of all, I think there is going to be an event that is going to really be shocking and come out of nowhere where we didn't expect it, because that's what Uranus rules. Sometimes it even rules earth changes. So watch with earthquakes and earth changes. And Jupiter being in the early degrees of Aries is still Gandanta, so we have massive storms and upsets all around the world. And remember, Gandanta means pretty much out of control mentally, so people be aware that your mind, your life will be somewhat emotionally out of control till we can get to things start to ease up. So technology, transportation, and then we're going to have Mars go into Cancer. This is going to be May 10th. And once Mars goes into Cancer, it's going to be there till July 1st. Mars, believe it or not, in Vedic astrology, rules real estate. And when it goes into its debilitation sign of Cancer, watch the housing market. Real estate prices will come way down. They're going to really start to tumble. But I'm afraid there's that other variable of what? The interest rate. Things are going to be so out of balance with the housing markets. Yes, it could be a buyer's world, but that's only if you're buying cash. But watch how things change from this point on as Mars transits into the sign of Cancer. Then I'm talking about politics, leadership. Oh my gosh, things are about to really, really change. As Uranus crosses over the sun, now this isn't an uncommon event, but it's happening right after these eclipses. So I'm thinking there's a big shift and change with leadership around the world. And yes, I do see some big changes coming for the US, mark my words. And around May 12th through the 13th, Uranus will be exactly on the sun. Expect some shocking, unexpected events. Especially with leaders. There can be some sudden changes. And, well, yeah, people will leave and come, and it could be very dramatic. Now, another thing is, as I said before, a very influential leader will come out of left field and take the world by storm. And I think it is in the US, but it's going to affect the global world, because this is something and someone that has connections to the past. And a lot of corruption, even assassinations from the past. Watch what comes out of this. This is going to be a world of change like we've never seen before. So here's another thing. I use the fixed stars. I'm a big proponent of using the fixed stars. And there's some certain fixed stars that I think are very relative right now. And one of them is Menkar. And Menkar sits at 20 degrees of Aries. So with this lunar eclipse being at 20 degrees of Libra, this is huge because it's going to activate this star. And this star is all about someone in power or in the media, because remember, the media and Hollywood equate to power in this world because they have the ability to influence the minds and therefore the world. Trust me, they're all powerful, media and Hollywood. So movies. But let me say this fixed star represents someone that is in power, that has complete disgrace and humiliation they have dropped. And yeah, we probably know who the two people from the news that had just been ousted on their networks. Now let me say this. I've been talking about this for a long time because of this degree of this star, Menkar, in Sagittarius, in Aries, 20 degrees of Aries. And it deals with, this fixed star deals with disgrace and loss, and it also deals with a very famous, influential, powerful person that has lost respect and experiences deep disgrace. And by the way, you could be in the know with all of this if you sign up for my free newsletter. I've written about all of this and then some. My newsletter, I can say things in my newsletter because it's personal. It's delivered to your email address. It's absolutely free. And when I'm on social media such as this, there is a lot of scrutiny and I have to be careful. But if you sign up for my newsletter, you get the truth. All right, so looking at that fixed star, there is a lot that's going on where people are being defamed, and that's why everyone needs to be careful during this time. Everyone is being censored. And don't kid yourself, everything. So be careful what you put out there. And that's another thing about the media and all that's going on with this Uranus and Mercury coming together in a retrograde Mercury. Everything to do with the media and how it's being censored around the world. Everywhere, it's all coming out. More so than ever. You think you know what's going on, it's deep and it goes to the point. So this eclipse season is so powerful. It's bringing everything out into the light. Politics, censorship, media, Hollywood, all the people that are at the focus of this world change, what they've been doing to manipulate and control things. It's all going to be revealed. And it's going to make our world better. So we have to go into the fire to come out to the other side to find our peace and healing. The world is coming to such a better place. And finally, we will know the truth and all the answers will be ours. And that helps us heal as a world and society and individually. Remember, what you're doing will always be what you dwell on, what you think of, what you do. That's always going to be your life. So make it what you want. We have the power, and the power is really getting stronger. The power of manifestation in our own lives. Change to what you want to be. Change your vibration, your frequency, to make your world a better one, which consequently reflects into the larger picture of humanity. So this eclipse season is going to bring everything out and a lot of anger. There's going to be, Aries is the sign of war and hostility and anger because it's ruled by Mars. Mars becomes all powerful. And as Mars goes to its debilitation sign, yes, it's going to be very upsetting. So, but by the end of the month, we're going to have Uranus come together with Mercury. I mean, this is like a total awakening. What is Uranus called? The Great Awakener. And Mercury deals with information, deals with the media, it deals with communications of all kinds. And this is a sudden awakening to it all. And by the way, that does come together. They do come together around the end of May, early June when I have my conference. So that's an awakening of awareness in the world, the truth. And the next eclipse in October will be the one that really finalizes it all. So eclipses are so valuable, important. They are the life changers in our society, our world, and humanity. And now are the most important eclipses that I have seen in a long time, dealing with change, transformation, and bringing out the best in the world. So remember, this is a time of great thought. Go inward. Really recognize what it is in your life that needs a healing. What from the past has been brought up so that you can look at it to heal it, because if you don't, it's going to keep coming back. And if you don't deal with it, you're going to keep coming back in more and more lifetimes with the same issue to heal. Now is your opportunity to take it. Take the bull by the horns and realize what it is, what you're here to do, and change it. And you're healed. Your life improves. Everything around you, your world, what's out there, it changes, it gets better, it's healed. The people around you, they will respond and they will change as well. Remember, the only person you have control over changing is you. And when you change, your vibrational frequency, people around you change too. That's the way. And the world is opening for this new level of awareness and consciousness. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I know what it's all about. And my conference is all about this too. So I hope you'll come to my conference. Remember, it's June 2nd through the 5th in Dallas. Below this, we'll have the links that you can click on to learn more about the hotel and everything that we're doing, the lectures, what they're all about. It's going to be an amazing event of the year. So I'm excited and I look forward to seeing all of you in Dallas. Thank you.